Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mabviravira Football Show. My name's Noxie. I am your host, and today I am here with the Beyonce of the show.
Beyonce of the show is actually
Beyonce of the show, Tatiana G, who had gone to South Africa for the Toyota Cup.
Yep.
Kaizer Chiefs versus Scotland.
Yeah, it was.
How was that experience for you?
It was a very eye-opening experience because of course, how football operates in South Africa. How each and every department it's kind of like they work hand in hand. They work in collaboration. They work with so much passion for their work. However, as Scotland, of course, we've set a standard in Zimbabwe as well. And I remember on the Saturday, excuse me, there was an activation at the mall. So it was a whole thing because Toyota was there. Let me take you inside. It's an activation. It's big. Toyota coming to partner, and there's a grand prize. So let's go. Let's go. So there's Kaizer Chiefs radio here as well. Hopefully we get the chance to speak to them. I hope so. That's the Toyota Hilux. The new Toyota Hilux right here. So dope, oh my gosh.
There's a guy who won a cup. Like
2026
I was
Toyota
watching
GT6
that show. I was like, so they were like, yeah, number one, you just press whoever gets the key that you get the car. The first guy. And all the time, the last person always, I was like, Lord, I see what you do in other countries.
Other people.
Sure.
Man, it was amazing. So I had the opportunity to speak to a guy called Oba King. He's the presenter for Kaizer Chiefs Radio. We spoke about, so some of the similarities between us and them, the differences, what Scotland means to the community of Zimbabwe, and the collaboration that they're having as football clubs, which is also as important as anything, especially at this time. Speaking of footballers.
How was it for Kama and Norman being there?
Let me tell you, Kama and Knowledge, by the way. Knowledge are absolutely worshipped there.
Really?
They are, you know what? I didn't know. Just seeing them walking, and then they walked in front of the fans and they were screaming, they were crying. There were people literally crying.
No.
I remember this one particular guy at the mall. This is the day before the game. All he was saying was, come on, Billy, acknowledge, come on, Billy, acknowledge. He wasn't saying anything. How long have you been a Kaizer Chiefs fan?
It's been 15 years.
15 years and counting.
Yeah, I love Dr. Kumar. He was wearing just number 15. The way he touched the ball, my brother, something else.
I know the relationship between Zimbabwean footballers and Kaizer Chiefs is very strong. You've had some big players play for Kaizer Chiefs. Who has been particularly your favorite from the Zimbabwe players?
Scoring machine. Knowledge Musona. He was a scoring machine.
He still is?
Yeah, I love that guy very much.
What about Kama Billiat and the other guys that played for Kaizer Chiefs?
Knowledge Musona is my favorite. Another player, Kama Billiat, is my favorite.
Katsande.
Also Katsande. Salt and vinegar. Yes. I love him.
And Katsande was there. He also participated in the Legends game. That was the curtain raiser before the actual game. It was brilliant and amazing just seeing those guys coming together as well. Shabalala, Katsande, Knowledge Musona, Kamabili. We also have footage of them just talking. I think they're just reminiscing of the old days. But the general experience, the vibe, the atmosphere was
Can we talk about the fans, the Kaizer Chiefs fans, in comparison to what we do in Zim?
Okay, so one thing
do they come through more for their team the same way ours come through for us?
I feel like we all come through for our teams in different ways based on what we know. I mean, it's only the third year since Scotland was established, so it's different. Kaizer Chiefs has been in existence for
as
very
long as we can remember.
Exactly. So comparing the two would be it's really
no. I mean, I'm not saying we're comparing the two. I'm saying in terms of what can we take in terms of just the energy, like what people bring to, because the game, I believe the game is everybody, even the fans are a big part of the game.
Yeah. I think before I answer that, I want to commend the Scotland fans that managed to go to the ground. It's a huge stadium, 42 plus 1,000-seater, which was to full capacity, but there was an area that had a Zimbabwean flag and blue, and they were screaming, shouting, singing the whole game, which to me was them showing the rest of the stadium that we are also coming through for our team. So I want to mention that as well. But in terms of, culture, because I feel like football teams are engraved in culture. Like, and I did mention with Bobby, the Soweto Derby, it's huge. The way they support it. Bringing back home, I think we need to build a culture of consistency. We need to build a culture of, appreciating fans, which we do every single episode here. That's why we have Fan Zone. So we are feeding into building the culture. So I don't know if I've answered your question, but the fans are coming in with a different feel, a different vibe. Like I said, it's our 3rd year, and hopefully we continue just growing together as well. Yeah. But before you told me to stop talking, I want to talk about culture in terms of like work ethic and culture. Yeah. The importance of what we do here as the Mabviravira Football Show, the importance of media. I would also want the Kaizer Premier League to look at what media does. The story that we tell is through media, is through the cameras, is through us, the presenters. So we need that. I
couldn't believe you guys were that close to the.
Let me tell you.
Like it's like you gotta hug somebody to get there that close.
Exactly. So that story, for us to tell that story authentically, we need a space to tell that story. And I hope the powers that be can see it and can consider it as well.
And we are back with a guest we love so much, and we know you guys love him. We have Honorable Sakupwanya in the studio. Honorable Makadi. And welcome back to the show. At this point, every week. Because every 3 weeks, All right, before we get into it, we know you wanted to just share your words of condolences with the team at Highlanders.
Yeah, Highlanders. Nekushakirwa kwatakaitwa na chairman na vice chairman ne treasury zvinorwadza tinongoti ngauzorore murugare.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Now, the team traveled to South Africa. We played in the Toyota Cup. It was a pre-season for Kaizer Chiefs, but it's still a game. Takaenda ikoko cheze, support a team. My fans vakaenda. Mimi amuna kwasenya nyukuya, but I'm sure you watched the game. What was your impression in the game and the team yakatamba as well?
I want to thank my marketing team and the management of Scotland to organize the game Kaizer Chiefs. We gain a lot of more experience in terms of my preparations zedu CAF takaona patiri kuti takamira papi
and takaona kuti coach vakafilter in two teams akasiyana. First half takaona mazita mamwe atisatamboona
new
players
people.
Exactly vatakaona makaona sale maplayer aedwera takatoasainira.
Okay, so look, I was looking at the comments from the haters. I can say so. From the haters. Kuti Scotland yakanodyiwa. No. It wasn't a game. Yes, Kaizer Chiefs yakangoti Toyota Cup.
Right.
But what we did in Kaizer Chiefs takawirana nawo kuti no, look, isusu tinotesta maplayers edu. That's why makaona pane two teams. That's why makaona pane first team ne second team. First team, we were testing the new players. Kuti my players are say. So it wasn't to say that we were prepared for the game. No, we're just testing our players. So the haters, they always want to say a lot of things. Instead to kufara or know at least our team, Yatambone Kaizer Chiefs from Zimbabwe. They always want to just say a lot, but also I want to say thank you to the Zimbabweans or South Africa for their support. They came in numbers.
They did.
They came in numbers and they were supporting Scotland. So even with Kaizer Chiefs, I could see they were also shocked. This team at Scotland, my supporters, I wonder would I saw and all those stuff. And I also want to thank Kaizer Chiefs, their supporters. They are very one.
Yeah.
Sasiyana nezvedu zvekunoku kana tiri kurufara uko kana uri we club vachingoshaudha vachingodai they enjoy soccer these people vachitamba mapiano vachidai. So let's introduce this into Zimbabwe, not zvongoshorana bringing politics in ground. Let's play football, not politics.
All right, so honorable my new players tasaina tapeza, because we know that when we Kaizer Chiefs, people kept saying, Torai, there's a Brazilian guy who came in.
He played the first half.
Yes, no, are we officially awedu?
Can I tell you something? I'm not because I just said to my media team, I don't want to see any pictures of the new signing players. I've got a lot.
Oh.
I've got a lot. It's the job of my coach right now to choose Kuti. Diana Rukwansa Opinam team. I don't want 2 teams. First team, second team.
Equally strong.
And Makazona mega.
Alright, saka pamuruti tine vamwe vari kuuya. Tiri kuda prepare for CAF.
Yes, we're preparing
That's
for CAF.
That's the reason why we want to strengthen our squad.
Yes.
Pane squad iripo CAF iri kutanga manje.
Are we splitting?
Tinokwanisa kucompete here. Are we able to compete?
Look, it's our first time. It's our first time. I don't want to say Togo no pina nekuno computer, but it's our first time. We want to learn and see kuti swino fambiswa say as my team, marketing team, yakanosangana ne marketing team Kaizer Chiefs. We see how they run their football, how they do their things and all those stuff. So we've got a whole lot of to learn. Kuti bora rino famba say.
And I remember Dagataura, one of the guys of the media, club yenyu is barely 2.5, almost 3 years established and so achieve anytime you a very long time. So I thought, no, we commend what you guys are doing because you're a young club, but you're making strides, and they wished us a very good luck in CAF as well. But chandrokutara now ndiche matara spirit yema fans. Takaona madira anoitwa kama Bilia, anoitwa Musona, Kaizer Chiefs fans were singing their names throughout. So my fans edu kuno kuti tiite culture iyoyo. Tinosvambisa sei, tosvika sei ipapo.
Shamari papo pane basa mwangu, because chiri kuitika apa ndechekuti patakatanga kupinda takamakwa, makatora maplayers edu, makaita sei, so we had a lot of haters ongosi kutifarira. So now takareleasa mamwe maplayers awo watora back, anditi if you look at Dimbare, Riroy, tistaka gruma Riroy. Kuti auya apo Dimbare paakabuda kunze kwenyika akadzoka ku Scotland Division 1.
Right.
So akabva azoenda ku Dynamos. Saka people anongoda kungotaura zvakawanda, dai takatopopoto isusu kuti makatora Riroy wedu akazoende ikuko handiti. But kutaura kwevanhu I think we just need to organize as a club kuti tite ma chapters about nyaya dzema supporters. We really need supporters, because if you look at Mabviravira and Musona, for sure ne bora wakatamba Kaizer Chiefs ndikuona inenge yakufunga dzimwe pfungwa futi dzedonto
vanotora maplayers.
Because wangu Musona ndakazokubvunzwa kunzi unofunga, what do you think about coming back to Kaizer Chiefs? Kaizer Chiefs ikandaidza ndoya. Saka naungoona kuti tiri pama-1.
Tiri pama-1. Tichipesa zvedu hurukuro yedu, wanza shona hurukuro yedu.
I'm proud.
Tinokudzoka league izvezvi Hard Rock iri 4 points behind.
Alright.
Competition is stiff. Dynamos iri kudown.
All right, yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Saka ndinoona kuti mimi makazvitarisa imimi. League iri kufamba, mapoints ari kufamba, mateam ari kutamba. Imi muri kuona kuti tiri kusvika papi.
I'll tell you, to be honest, toda kutaura nguchokwadi. Dynamos, this time I know Miramush. Dynamos iri kutamba, Hard Rock iri kutamba. If you look Dynamos ne Hard Rock, my teams iwaya ari kutamba. So if you look the difference atinayo isusu ne team iri pa second, tine 4 points, ne game in hand. And so if anything happened, tikadyiwa, Hard Rock ikawina. Taisi ane 1 point, but we still have the game in hand. But ukuona kuti dzanjuga manje.
Aiwa, parasvika apa pakashata.
Dzanjuga dzisiri dzekuti we can say Scotland is going to win. Or right now I'm focusing with the CAF. With the league, pamangange pakaipa. Also, yeah, it's not good. I don't want to win. I also want to win. So that ndikadyiwa kukafu kuzvinzvanzo kasanofamba zvakanaka, I've got another chance ndogadzirisa maproblems angu. But for now, necompetition iripo, Dynamos, Hard Rock, hapana kumira mushe.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Kumunhu mutapa manje yakutanga izvezvi. Kune mari yakawanda kakumunhu mutapa. Yeah. Kune mari yakawanda 1 million, but look, nekafu yatakuda kutanga iyi, I think we are not going to play our players vachatamba kafu. I think the kafu ichatambwa ne the other players vanga vasiri kutamba zvakanyanya wewe. Saka pane machances emunhu wese kuti awane mukana wokutamba.
Yeah, pane like zvakaitika kuSouth Africa zvezvo kuti munhu wese vakatamba. I think few people havana kutamba zvo, but some of the players vakatamba wese.
Most of them vakatamba.
Yeah.
Andizika. Nokusi wazvinzwa kuleague kuri tight, but tikutarisira CAF tiri kuda kuti mari yekumunhu mutapa. Honorable, thank you so much nenguva yenyu. Next week muri kudzoka same time same place.
Aiwa. Ndangoya chete kuti nditaure kungoti apa cup takati makapu ese tiri kutora. Wani yakarambira kuSouth Africa.
Vakaramba naye.
Saka gore no makapu anenge akunetsa. Wani yatakangotora independence yedu zvakwana.
Aiwa, one thing ndoziya,
hatizoshayiwa.
Pakaoma. Apa hapana kumira mushe. Hapana kumira mushe. Mark my words. Apa hapana kumira mushe. Apa ngatigare tawirirana kuti yes, football tiri kutamba. But competition ainomira mushe. Hard Rock ne Dynamos
varikutoda.
Varikutoda. Saka isusu ukatarisa pa second half apa sitakarohwa na Highlanders. Mateams ese haasatarohwa. 2 ayesa hasatarohwa. Saka
pakashata.
Hapana kumira mushe. Saka anyway, I'll say good luck
to everybody.
To everybody.
Yeah.
The 3 teams. Scotland, Hard Rock, ne Dynamos. I'll say good luck to them. Anenga wina ndizvo zvine zviripo. Ibora.
Honorable Maitobas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we are back. Fan zone. Tatiana again.
It's about the fans. Again, they were electric. Again, thanking the fans for coming through to support the team. Some drove from Joburg, from Pretoria to come see the team play. So
did you get to talk to a few people?
I did. I spoke to not a few, a lot actually. A lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans, young, old, every age to be honest.
Yeah.
And of course I was part of this my Scotland fans. It was electric. It was amazing.
All right, well, let's take a look at the footage.
We are at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium where Kaizer Chiefs is going to be taking on Scotland FC for the Toyota Cup. It's a pre-season game for Kaizer Chiefs, but you know Scotland has already started the season doing well in the Castle Premier League back home, on top of the log by the way. But today is a special day for players like Knowledge Musona, players like Mabviravira who feel like they're coming back home. So let's see what's going to be happening. We've got the Scotland FC fans here. We've got Kaizer Chiefs fans anyway. Hey guys!
What I know or what I think what is going to happen is We need a win.
Right.
It's been a while. We didn't get that way.
We need that win to start the season, right?
Exactly.
And this season, what are you particularly focusing on? What do you want the team to achieve this season that's coming? Kaizer Chiefs.
What I need is my team to win a league.
Right.
Yeah, we need a league for this season.
4-0. My brother just say 4-0.
4-0.
And these are young South Africans that love the football club. I'm here with, what's your name? Right, and? Right, gentlemen, I want to ask you a scoreline. You're playing a team called Scotland from Zimbabwe, right? I want to find out what you think is going to happen. How much do you think you're going to score today? How many do you think you're going to score today?
1.
So it's just going to be a 1-0 win and that's it. What do you think?
2-1.
2-1. Who do you think is going to score?
Eh?
Who do you think is going to score for Kaizer Chiefs? Yes, I mean, who's going to score for Kaizer Chiefs?
Villagas.
Kutofara chikuona imicho support Scotland so.
Tinotenda.
Right, nezva muri kuziva imimi nhasi tichawina ngani?
We can give it out of 3-1.
3-1
Scotland.
3-1 in favor of Scotland. Makatarisa ndiana chagoisa about Scotland.
Obviously, Billiard Romsona.
Billiard Romsona. Oh, ndo vege bana vanga vachapisa.
Vanozokanda wakavakoma.
I just want to say thanks to Scotland for coming and joining us on this event. And the purpose of this game actually is for us.
Right.
Is to unite Africa. For my former players and the relationship we've got with
Zimbabwe
is very unique and it's part of us. So for us it's special.
Yeah.
But for the league, in terms of the league going forward, they are in season. And we are also starting the league next week, the first game of the league.
Yeah.
And it will give us a good boost. This is actually the final prep for us.
That's great.
Going into the season.
Thank you guys.
Let's get into it. Our Around the League with our favorite person in the building.
Our favorite sports analyst.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Not that I will change, but today there's that little extra.
No, I know. I was about to say he's really upped his.
He's
wardrobe.
in his bag.
He's in his bag.
It's always like this. Don't listen to them.
What's up? So something exciting happened.
Yeah.
This guy left us.
Imagine.
Yeah.
You even look for us. Yes, we was up
I
and
want
went
you
to
to
South
know
Africa.
that I didn't even get a I'm going message. Must be nice.
First of all, that is not what we're here to discuss about.
Getting free man
But that's exactly what we're here to talk about.
Hey,
we're here to
we're
talk about Kaizer Chiefs in Scotland.
And
That's
not
what
the
we're here
fact
to
that
talk
I
about.
left you guys. Like, I mean, that's the
Oh,
conversation
okay, but it's
that we
part
can
of
have.
the conversation, but moving right along.
Right. It was a narrow defeat, Rukuzo. I'm sure you watched the game. What was the main takeaway from that game, particularly for? I mean, we're going to look at it from both teams.
Okay, in terms of for Scotland, which is what we're really focusing on, I was very interested to see that Norman Mapeza actually used this game as like a friendly match himself.
Right. Yeah.
In terms of actually deciding to start with the so-called second string unit, the players that maybe haven't featured as much for him this season in domestic competition in the league, and a few new signings as well. Some the Namibian winger, Fitbian, the Brazilian
guy,
De Campos, as well as Alamin Tijani in defense, the Nigerian. So he also used the opportunity now to actually see what he has with the new additions to the squad. So I was very interested to see that as well, because a lot of people were maybe expecting Norman Mapeza to just start the game as a preseason. But then after the game, he did say that he was actually looking at this game as an opportunity to give minutes to those players who haven't played as much, as well as to test the depth. Because we always talk about Scotland having incredible depth in terms of the quality
but what
on
does
the
that
bench.
actually
What
mean?
does it actually look like on the field of play?
Yeah.
The first half actually wasn't terrible in terms of the whole game anyway, but in terms of the second string unit, it wasn't terrible. Yes, that is the half where the team conceded a goal.
I think that is such a terrible statement, but as you were.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying it's just
One way.
it gives a little bit of classism in it.
It's not classes. See, why are you thinking about it in such ways?
Because I would be offended if I had to listen to somebody saying, yeah, we played the second stream team.
No, that's not what he said, though.
That's exactly what he said.
Okay,
That's
true,
exactly what he said.
But it's true. It's true. Though.
First of all, a team
Ayo,
has a squad.
Moffat
was the captain.
Yes,
Yeah, but he's not a second stream guy.
was there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
They're good, okay? And they show that they're actually very good.
They are very good.
Unfortunately, that is the half where the goal was conceded, and that was
Yeah.
from a defensive mistake. One of the new signings, Tijani,
Yeah.
he didn't clear his lines properly. Then Fundo Vilakazi just took the ball.
Talk about your first game being shaky.
I know. I mean,
It
it's
happens.
bound to happen.
It
I
happens.
know,
We learn.
I'm just saying.
It's nerves as
Generally,
well.
as a first time, you're like, and it's Kaizer Chiefs, you're like, I need to deliver. Then it's
Exactly.
like,
And then you
That
just make
happens.
that
It
mistake
happens.
that
Yeah.
It happens, but look, in terms of the second string unit, they shouldn't be disappointed
we're
with
not
any of
changing
their
the
efforts
statement.
as well.
Okay.
No, it is
It's
though.
the second string.
There's no other way to say it.
Okay.
It's not the first team, sadly, for them.
Yeah.
They're trying to work their way into the first 11, but they're not at the moment. I would say the second half, which is now when you see the heavy hitters, the Musona brothers,
Yeah.
Kama Billiard, you know what I'm saying, Moses Shidola and all of those guys. They're very good at keeping possession. It was very obvious that Norman Mapeza went in there and said control the game
Right.
with the ball and try and create openings. That's where they failed now. They did not create enough openings.
I you know what? I was actually going to say that because in the first half, I feel like players like Moffat, they were brave enough to shoot. Like he
Yes.
had like maybe 2 or 3 off-target shots, but if he had continued, he would probably might have, hit the target or at least make the keeper work. I didn't see that in the second, half.
That's the problem. I think the second half, they took a bit, maybe a bit too much from Spain's style of play in terms of
Yeah.
actually trying to control and defend with the ball.
Right.
Because Scotland did very well in terms of limiting Kaizer Chiefs' chances. Kaizer Chiefs, they just looked
Barely
dangerous
had
on the
chances.
counter-attack, but they weren't clear-cut opportunities to really test Nelson Chajga. But now going forward, which is what Norman Mapeza himself said, they just created half chances which weren't really making Chiefs sweat as well.
That's true.
And if you're going to go into the CAF Champions League, which was the whole purpose of this
the
whole
whole thing.
Toyota Cup
Yeah.
as well, to test yourselves against African opposition, they're going to have to do much better in terms of finding a way through organized defenses. Let's be honest though, Kaizer Chiefs, in terms of the standard of play that Scotland can expect in the first 2 rounds of the CAF Champions League, probably higher.
100%.
So maybe we shouldn't be too harsh on them and saying they failed to do that, because Kaizer Chiefs are a very good team. But they still need to find a way when they're being, shall we say, prevented from putting in crosses.
Especially those, yeah.
Because like a lot of the attacking threat in the second half is coming down the wing.
With the wings, yeah.
But if that's going to happen, you need the crosses to be of higher quality, and they weren't on Sunday.
But then if you look at the way Scotland plays though, yes, we have the wing backs that are always dashing to the final third. But do we have the capacity to deal or handle those crosses to actually score when we get into the final third? Because we play with the false 9.
That's the problem. I won't say it's a problem, but it's worked in Zimbabwean football in terms of Kama Billiard dropping in and sucking in central defenders, creating space maybe for those crosses to come in. Kaizer Chiefs weren't biting in terms of what Kama Billiard was providing.
Yeah.
He wasn't being effective. So that's maybe now something that Norman Mapeza will need to work on in training in terms of finding different avenues to actually hurt teams who defend so well in terms of crosses coming to the box. Maybe it's a situation of using Timon Machope more.
Especially,
as a traditional
I was about to mention
number 9,
Machope, yeah.
as putting him in there to actually receive crosses, maybe put someone on target and find the back of the net, things like that. Just in terms of mixing up the attack.
Yeah.
But in general, I agree with Norman Mapeza. It was a positive experience.
Yeah.
It showed that Scotland are not too far behind. I repeat, Kaizer Chiefs are one of the better teams in Africa. They're not going to meet that standard of team in the first 2 rounds of the CAF Champions League. But it's now just in terms of maybe sharpening things in the final third, finding different ways of getting past defenses as well, and not just relying on holding the ball and defending with possession.
Do we have what it takes?
Yes.
When it comes to CAF?
I think if everything works well the way it's been all season, I think, and if they fix those final third issues, Scotland should make it into the group stages. I think they would be disappointed not to make it
in the group stages. But I also want to talk about the new signings.
Yes.
Yes, in the first half, right? Their performance. What did you make of the performance as well?
Alamin Tijani, as I said, sadly he was at fault for the goal. But other than that, I think he was solid.
Right.
De Campos, for me, I didn't see much, if I'm being honest. Yes, there was a few incidents where he had a shot which went wide. He put in a cross from a free kick that I think maybe should have been made better use of.
Yeah.
Because that's an opportunity as well.
100%.
When you're struggling to create chances, set
And then you
pieces,
have a
I think.
half chance. Try to make the most of
Set
it.
pieces, I think, are something that you need to take advantage of, and he put in a very good one, which just flew right across the box. Maybe
face of ball, yeah.
Scotland players didn't make the best use of that, but for me, I didn't see enough to say he's going to displace Kamabilia or Panache Timbanyoka in the first team. Not yet anyway. And then Stoffel Fitbien, I didn't see him. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see anything he did as a left winger. He's still got plenty of time to actually put his stake in the ground and say, this is exactly why the club went and bought me. But in that game in particular, he was quiet.
Yeah, which is probably why we need more of those games and to get, especially preseason, for Kaizer Chiefs. It was preseason anyway. Now I want to talk about, let's take it back home to the Castle Lager Premier League. We obviously had a couple of games. I don't know, I want to start with the pressure that Chiragwi now has when it comes to performance and actually getting results. Let's talk about Caps United.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the post-match game after losing this latest game now to Tel One, again, very unexpected, the team is struggling.
Wi-Fi boys are not playing well.
In relegation, they're not playing well, but Caps United still lost the game. After the game, this is Teksho Chiragwi himself said that he's at a loss to explain why the team keeps losing, but in his view is playing well. The team is, for him, is creating enough chances to win these games. It is.
So it's just finishing.
So maybe
it's finishing.
Okay.
Finishing is the big problem now. They brought back Chris Mugalu. He was not there in the first half of the season. He's now back in the starting lineup, but he's not providing the goals that they're missing. Caps United keep creating good chances as well, but they're not finding the back of the net, and that's what's now leading to these losses where the team will just get one good opportunity, they put it away, and then they just hold on to the 3 points. So even Teksho Chiragwi himself now, he says, I really can't explain why we can't win these games, even though in his view the team is playing well. But in terms of the pressure, the pressure is coming from the fans.
Definitely.
I have a radio phone-in show, and every week now Caps United fans are calling in. But the owner is steadfast in his support of him. Last night, Tfarai Jere said he's backing Teksho Chiragwi. He feels he's doing a good job. He says the last 8 years we've been struggling against relegation oftentimes. Yeah. And he feels that the team now in sixth position is much better, and he's willing to give them more time. But he's actually going to have a sit-down meeting with some of the prominent club supporters to try and address the whole tension between the fans and the head coach.
But then I've always wondered, in a situation where the team is playing very well and you are creating chances, and then you come out as a manager and you say, I honestly do not know. So who's supposed to know then?
No, but he doesn't know.
No, but in terms of what he's setting up the team to play well and create chances. Yeah. So now do your job. It's not just basically trying to say.
So he should say that.
He's not.
No,
he's
he
not
can't say that.
He's not the type of coach to throw players.
No, but he also can't say that.
Yeah, he can't. He shouldn't say that.
It's low-key.
Yes, ndavashitsa pakakachwana kushika.
Gavachipedzisa. I get that. So, and Hard Rock also cutting the points.
I don't like that arrangement.
I know, but then
I don't like that arrangement. It scares me.
Not really. It
shouldn't scare you, because for me, I still feel Scotland have way more quality to be able to handle pressure coming from Hard Rock. But the fact is the pressure is still there.
The pressure is there.
And Hard Rock, I think a lot of people may be skeptical about why they went and bought Warriors players, Prince Due and Jero Takwara.
Right.
Those are the two players who won in the game against Ngezi Platinum Stars.
Yeah.
So we were saying that Baobab Stadium is a fortress for Madambo, right? That was only the second defeat they suffered this season in 13 games now.
Yeah.
So, and was a late winner from Jero Takwara to do so. That also maybe speaks to the resoluteness
and their mentality.
The patience, the mentality that Hard Rock have to keep going and try and find a winner here to keep pace with Scotland. It keeps Scotland honest. It also makes the title race interesting. I'll be honest with you guys, as an analyst, I don't want a procession. I know a lot of Scotland fans obviously want it to be easy and just walk to the title. Things will be very interesting as the season continues.
No.
If Hard Rock continue breathing down Scotland's neck.
That's very true.
It's
a very scary place. I'm not going to sit here and say why it's scary.
Them going for Prince Due and Jero Takwara is working out right now for Hard Rock. ensure that they kept up pace. But it was a tough game against Ngezi Platinum Stars. That was a banana skin, and they managed to negotiate.
And you did mention that is their second defeat in this season at Baobab.
Yeah.
It shows, like you're saying, the work that Hard Rock are actually putting in, and how serious they are in their first season in the league as well.
The amount of money that Shepherd Jawanda has thrown at this football club, of course they had to do that. With the quality of play they had to do that. And look, it's not a surprise now because Scotland have set the standard. They did that last season. So now a few more people are going to look at the Honourable
We said the
Pedzai.
template too well is what scares me.
A lot of people are going to look at what Honourable Pedzai Scott Sakupwanya has done and say, I want to do the same thing. We can be successful with the new club right from
and it's possible. Right, so let's close off around the league on a sad note. It's very sad in Bulawayo at Highlanders at the moment, with the sad passing of some of their staff,
their officials,
the
executive.
Oh man, so what a sad time.
Yeah, look, in terms of Zimbabwean football, it was a shock last Thursday night when the news started emerging. You thought maybe it was an exaggeration or it was just an accident which led to people going to a hospital. Right. And then you hear that they didn't make it. Highlanders have had a tough season, as you know, especially in terms of the administration, finances, and all of that. And things have looked better on the pitch, but this is the last thing the football club.
Especially at a time where they're gaining momentum.
They're picking up.
A couple of back-to-back wins.
Starting to
one
pick up
against
things.
Scotland,
And then so look, it was very sad to know the retired Colonel Kenneth Mslope, Nkani Koza, as Fiso Siziwa, and then the club member Mbale Lesibanda, they went too soon. It was tragic circumstances. Obviously, no one expected. It hits you very hard. The football community has gone around Highlanders, and the funerals have been well attended.
Right.
And it shows that the impact they made in their community as well. The hope is that Highlanders as an institution can find a way to rise up again.
Absolutely.
And honor them as well with what they do on the field of play as well as off it, and move forward as well. It's going to be tough though, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So
but
on
our
behalf
condolences.
The football club, Mabviravira Football Show, we just want to send our condolences to Highlanders, and hopefully that we just continue with the season. Hopefully we don't get to experience some of these things as we go forward. Coming up is going to be Fan Zone. We're going to be taking you to where I was and showing you where I was without you guys.
You see, now you see what he's doing. You see what he's doing. He tried to make us feel bad at the start.
Imagine.
Fan Zone coming up.
What kind of friend is this?
Just after this.
Well, Tina, we've come to the end of the show. We are going to sign out now, and we get to watch the clips as the show ends. We'll catch you next week, same time. Remember, we do have our jerseys for sale. We also have them for sale at the RG.
100%.
Did you go to the store?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there. It looks looking really nice.
Make sure you get yourself a jersey. And
I put this. No tenga.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catch you next week.